The year was 2013, and President Obama had just won a second term. Vice President Joe Biden was headed to China. The official reason was to push for the administration's so-called rebalance of power in Asia. But the Bidens had something else planned. Joe's son, Hunter Biden, was forming a Chinese private equity fund that was planning to raise billions.
This video shows Chinese diplomats greeting Vice President Biden as he arrived in Beijing in December of 2013. Right by his side, his son Hunter. Less than 2 weeks later, Hunter's firm had new business, creating an investment fund in China involving the government-controlled Bank of China. With reports, they hope to raise $1.5 billion.
As Joe and Hunter Biden deplaned Air Force Two on the runway in Beijing, there were two cars waiting. One to escort Joe Biden to meet with government leaders, another whisking Hunter Biden to the Bank of China.
Unknown to the press back then, Hunter Biden was forming a Chinese private equity fund, planning to raise money, including from Chinese investors. 10 days after the Biden's trip, Shanghai authorities issued the fund's business license.
If I only got to hear you sing, it would have been worth the trip.
In a mere 10 days after the official trip, Shanghai authorities had issued the license. Coincidentally, Hunter Biden's new investment fund received a $1.5 billion investment from China. Hunter was on the board of directors of the group.
The way I was raised was to believe that change presents opportunity.
Mr. Vice President, what's your take on that? Was there a conflict of interest there? Was there a clear conflict of interest?
Joe Biden, while he was vice president, took billions of dollars in bribes from the Chinese government in the form of payments to his son Hunter's businesses. In exchange, Biden was soft on Chinese military and economic aggression.
In 2019, Hunter Biden was peppered with questions about his billion-dollar fund by ABC News.
What do you say to people who believe this is exactly why people hate Washington? A vice president's son can make money in countries where your father is doing official government business.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
The investment raised questions about Joe Biden's consistent support of China in U.S. policy circles.
China is going to eat our lunch? Come on, man. They can't even figure out how to deal with the fact that they have this great division between the China Sea and the mountains in the east, in the west. They can't figure out how they're going to